Yo, what is up guys, Guido here, back again with another mini bike video. And in this video, we are going to be seeing if clutch size really makes that big of a difference. So let's just get straight into the video. So now, as you guys see on screen, I am on my bike. I'm going to be doing a speed run, and currently my gearing is a 13-tooth max torque front clutch with a 58-tooth rear sprocket in the back on my Stage 4 Predator 212. Now pretty much this setup I would say is perfect for this bike pretty much. It's, you know, my somewhat street legal little cruiser. I get around 60 miles an hour with this setup. I have my light set up, my stereo system, so I think it's an absolute perfect setup. But we're gonna really see, does clutch size really make that big of a difference? So this is my first run right here that I'm going to be doing, and like I said, this is on the 13-tooth max torque. I'm going to go back home and I'm going to swap on a 14-tooth max torque to see what really improvements there is. Are we going to pick up a mile an hour? Is there not really going to be a difference? You know, what is the difference going to be just from a small slight increase in the clutch tooth size rather than what the 13-tooth was? Now this is just the extra clutch that I have on hand that I'm just gonna put on. So if I get an extra mile an hour or two, whatever, perfect. You know, that's free clutch that I'm gonna be putting on. So we are gonna see what it will do on the stock 13-tooth right here. So I just got back from the ride, and you can see on my phone here the time I started it and basically the time I took. My average speed was 20 miles an hour and my top speed was 63.2 miles per hour with a 13-tooth clutch. So we're gonna put on that 14-tooth and really see if there's that big of an improvement or a difference. All right, so you guys just saw just what it did with the 13-tooth clutch on there. So now what I'm actually gonna do is I'm gonna take my chain tensioner off, get the chain loose, and put the new one on. All right, so I'm using a 13mm wrench here and then a 10mm socket to break loose this chain tensioner here. Now I can fully take off the chain here, just get it loose like that, so then there's enough looseness to slip it over the clutch. Now I'm using my 13mm ratcheting wrench here to take off the chain guard here. Now I'm going to be using a impact gun with a 13mm socket to remove this bolt here that's holding the clutch on. Just like that. Then your clutch can just slide straight off, and with the chain being loose, it can just slip right over. Just like that. So this is a max torque 13-tooth. And I'm going to be installing a 14-tooth max torque. And here is the 14-tooth max torque that I'm going to put on. Now this clutch has been sitting for a while, so I'm actually going to go ahead and re-lubricate it. I already have a video on how to lubricate a centrifugal clutch, so just tap in the top right here, and go ahead and watch that video. It'll show you the whole steps on how to do it. It's super duper simple. I'm just going to do it off screen real quick and then get this clutch back installed. All right, so now I'm going to put the clutch on. This is the 14-tooth. Okay, so I got the clutch back on, so now I'm just going to reinstall the bolt with my washers. And now I'm just going to install the clutch set screw in here. And then you can just put your chain back on. That all done, you can go ahead and put your chain back on top of your sprocket and put your chain tensioner in. All right, and it's all installed back together. I got the chain on the sprocket, the chain tensioner in there, the clutch all installed with my clutch guard. Now what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a speed run on this max torque 14 tooth clutch and really see is there a difference or not. Check it out, we got 64.2 miles per hour, exact 1 mile per hour gain. Now, just from going up one tooth, I would say that's pretty decent. 1 more mile per hour for 1 more tooth, and the clutch was free for me, so I'll take it, you know. So yes, it does matter how much of a difference your clutch is compared to what you're currently running. So if you want to step it up and get a bigger clutch or either a smaller sprocket, you're going to pick up more top speed, but depending how your gear ratio is set up, you will lose bottom end power and bottom end speed. If you're using like a 12 tooth clutch with a 75 tooth rear sprocket, you're going to have tons of bottom end power and torque, and you'll do wheelies for days. But if you're doing like a 12 tooth clutch with like a 50 tooth rear sprocket, you're not gonna really have a lot of power down low, but mid-range to high range, you're gonna have tons of power and you're gonna be going pretty dang quick. And that's the video, guys. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe. We are so close to hitting 2,000 subscribers. It's actually crazy. Depending when this video comes out, we might already be there. Make sure you guys stay tuned for the new videos that are going to be coming out. They're mainly going to be mini bike videos. That's what this channel is all about. And I have so much new projects and videos coming out that you guys won't even believe. We have new project build series, new motor build series coming out, and it's going to be a whole lot of fun. Make sure you guys stay tuned because you do not want to miss those videos. And if you already aren't, make sure you guys follow my Instagram. The link's in the description. That's where I post pretty much all of my up-to-date behind-the-scenes stuff that nobody has ever seen. Pretty much my YouTube is a little bit behind, but my Instagram is 100% up-to-date of what I currently am doing, and you guys will see all the behind-the-scenes stuff that pretty much goes on behind the scenes that's not on YouTube. So make sure you guys check that out. I hope you enjoyed. Make sure you guys comment, like, and subscribe like I said, and peace!